All right. Happy New Year. Welcome to the first morning edition of the 2020 coffee sessions. Hope everybody's having a good year so far. It's pretty good for me. Can't complain. Only a little over a day in, but it's all good. Looking good so far. Weather's not looking real great today. It's already a little drizzly and rainy out there. Going to be got some rain moving in today and tomorrow, and I think even a little bit Saturday. They said might get an inch or two of rain over that time. So, but it's all good. All good. Let's see who we got over here in the chat this morning. Looked like we had a little group assembling over there. Let's see. Javi's here this morning. How you doing, Javi? Dave Clemens is in the house. How you doing, Dave? Good morning, Larry Galt. Says 53, headed to 63 here in Austin. Okay. Matt Haas says, good morning. Busy this morning. I must skip the show. Stay awesome. I'll do my best, Matt. You have a great Thursday. Troy Pritchard's in the house. Says, good morning, everybody. Yep. All right. Let's see. We got Hitch Hamilton. How you doing, Hitch? Hope you're having a good 2020 so far. Bart Bixel's in the house. Good morning to you, Bart. Steve Gronsky. Good morning, everybody. Hope y'all had a great new year. Kevin Ailes is watching again this morning from South Africa, I think. Ryan Ballard, me bring from Stupid Cold, Maryland. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Eddie Hall's watching this morning, looks like. Good morning to you, Eddie. LB Sharp is in the house. Says 45 in Geronimo, Oklahoma. Steve Toronto is watching this morning. How are you, Steve? Dave Jones from Porter Woodworks. How you doing, David? Let's see. Dave Clemens says the puppies are saying hi as well. Yeah, my two big old puppies decided to. Well, one of them did. One of them stayed in here. Good morning, all, says Keith Stafford. How you doing, Keith? Mike Reynolds is over there watching on Facebook. How you doing this morning, Mike? Clyde Labonte's here in the house. Good to see you, Clyde. All righty, so we got 2020 underway. Did everybody stay up late and ring in the new year? Or I stayed up to about maybe 12:15, I think. I really don't know why. Past years, I've just gone ahead and gone to bed, but for some reason I stayed up, and there wasn't even a, we didn't have the peach drop in Atlanta, so that wasn't on TV. There's the Rockster. Decided not to stay, I guess. Yeah, we didn't have the peach drop. I did watch a little bit of the Times Square ball drop, whatever it is. I don't guess it's an apple anymore. It's just a big ball of lights, looks like. But anyway, they had a big, huge crowd of folks, and I wouldn't have been in that mess for nothing. You couldn't have paid me to be in that bunch of folks. But anyhow, some people do. Gary Hammett's in the house this morning. How you doing, Gary? Carrie Van Avery says, good morning from Brantford, Ontario, Canada. Welcome to the coffee sessions, Carrie. Ernest Jr. says, good morning, all. Good morning. Happy New Year from Collinsville, Oklahoma, says Wilson Rubottom. Hitch says these New Year's Eve shows suck. Yeah, they do. They're not like what they used to be. And those musical guests they have on there, I'm like, for crying out loud, I've never even heard of those folks. So yeah, but I did stay up till about 12:15. Probably, I'm already planning next year. I'll probably just go on to bed like I should have this year. Uh, but I'm trying to get my money's worth. I had to, the other day they had, what was it? Last Saturday, I guess it was. They had the playoff games for the college football. They had Ohio State. I keep forgetting the teams. It was Oklahoma and LSU, and LSU beat them. And then I can't. I'm drawing a blank here. Anyway, whoever it was, they beat Ohio State. Oh, Clemson. Yeah, Clemson. Duh. So anyway, but all those games come on ESPN, and old frugal Dave hasn't had cable or DirecTV in years, so I had to splurge and resubscribe to my Sling TV, which is a streaming service. And I usually just subscribe to it for like a month or two, and then when football season's over, I unsubscribe and cancel it. So, but anyway, so I'm trying to take advantage of that. So I sat around yesterday. I did run my Gatton CNC. As those of you who follow me on Facebook saw that I posted it was running. But I while it was running, I was listening to my CNC while I sat in my recliner watching college football games, a lot of bowl games. They used to all be on the regular network, and now, the money thing, I guess, has driven them all over to ESPN. So I was taking advantage and getting my money's worth out of my Sling TV. So I watched all kinds of bowl games, which was fun. Oh my, we've got some excitement across the street here. Anyway, so that's pretty much what I did. Let's see, we got Ray Whitaker in the house, my old buddy Ray. How you doing, Ray? Bart Bixel says fireworks at the Seattle Space Needle were canceled due to high winds. There was a light show, however. Yeah, we had a few fireworks. Actually, I got to say it was reasonably quiet. There's been past New Year's where it's been really, you'd think you're in a war zone, because I think some of these idiots get out there and shoot their guns up in the air, which, you're not supposed to do. Everybody tells them not to do that, but they get out there and do it anyway. So there was a little of that, but not near as much as in past years. So I was pretty happy about that. I don't remember really hearing any after 12:15 when I went to bed. So Hobby says he misses Lawrence Welk and Guy Lombardo. Yeah. Ray says coffee is hot and ready to hear you. All righty. Well, thanks for tuning in, Ray. Keith says showing his age. Yeah. How he's so old. Ray says on the weather it shows storms for you. Yeah, we're going to get some little rain and stuff. All right, Matt was just teasing. He says, correction, I'm here. My meeting got moved. Yeah. Oh, good. I hope you told him that, you can't be having a meeting same time as a coffee session. It's just not good. But, yeah, it's Thursday. I got an old Throwback Thursday picture for you all today, too. I'll be showing you that here in a little bit. I was actually looking, well, this kind of goes along with my throwback picture here, but a lot here in the South anyway, and I don't know, I guess everybody all over the country has their certain traditions that they do on New Year's Day. But in the South, a traditional Southern New Year's Day meal usually consists of stuff like cornbread, collard greens, black-eyed peas. Let's see, what else was it? Pork, that kind of stuff. But I kind of changed my tradition since I didn't want to cook all that stuff. I actually had kind of more like a Thanksgiving, because I had the same kind of microwave turkey and mashed potatoes that I had for Thanksgiving. So it was good. But I did start a new New Year's Day tradition for myself, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to try to continue this every year. But my new New Year's Day tradition is, pie, chocolate cream pie. So I went Tuesday, which was New Year's Eve, before went there to Publix and picked up a few things. And I'm like, I'm going to start my new tradition. So there it is. Pie. Of course, it doesn't look anything like that now because there's quite a bit of it missing after yesterday. So there you go. That's my my New Year's Eve tradition. And it's also my Throwback Thursday because I'm going all the way back to yesterday for that picture. So, Ray Whitaker says, hey, is there a guitar in the background? Yeah, there's 2 or 3 of them I can see from here. The main one you're probably seeing, Ray, is the 6-string. That's a Fender Squire Strat that I picked up for a little or nothing. Yeah, it says corned beef cabbage, black-eyed peas. Yeah, I like my tradition better. I'm going to stick with the pie. Because all that other stuff, some of it you're supposed to eat for prosperity and for good luck and all that. And that never seemed to work for me anyway. So I'm just going to stick with pie, I think, now. Let's see. Holly says, Florida, has some cars shut up on I-95. Oh, shot up, I guess, on I-95 with a pellet gun. And also 13 cars on I-4, again with a pellet gun. Broken windows, no injuries, just idiots. Yeah. People are stupid. I saw one of the news ladies. I say news lady. She's not on the channel I watch, but she's on channel 2. And she posted a picture on Facebook of a bullet, and her roofer found it. And she doesn't think it was from this past New Year's Eve, but she's thinking it was from the previous July 4th thing, where people get out, and they do the same thing around here on July 4th. They get out and shoot guns and stuff and point them up in the air, and then, the bullets are going to fall somewhere. But anyway, her roofer found that. And the reason she had a roofer out is because she had a leak. And of course, the leak was caused by, you guessed it, the bullet had, penetrated part of her roof and stuff and had left a leak. And then, of course, it took a few months before it was, for all that showed up. So she had posted that on Facebook the other day. Let's see. Says Dave had a Homer Simpson moment. Oh, pie, yeah. Yeah, I love those pies. I hadn't had one in years. And then a month or so ago, well, it was right before Thanksgiving, I guess, I thought I'm going to get me one for Thanksgiving. And it was so good that I've had 2 of them since. Well, this is the second one I've had since that one. And there's still a good bit left of this one. I only had a couple of pieces yesterday, but yeah, they are so good. It's just a little treat I give myself I don't have them all the time because I'm still. Ray says, "Hi, Wes Clyburn. Not seen you in a while. Yeah, I haven't seen Wes Clyburn in like forever. I don't know if is he watching, Ray? Is that why you said that? Because I don't know unless he comments that whether he's watching or not. But if you are, Wes, how you doing? If I remember correctly, I saw you moved to Florida and don't no longer live in Indiana. So Ray says, yep. Okay, so he must be watching over there on Facebook. So anyway, what'd you guys eat on Thanksgiving? Y'all have the traditional kind of stuff. Let's see, we got George Rothfuss is watching in the house this morning. How are you, George? My dog is sitting here looking intently across the street. Maybe getting a new neighbor over there. I don't know. The guy just got out and checked the mailbox, so maybe he's a new neighbor. Ernest says, coffee sessions with pie, perhaps, mayhaps. I don't know. It's kind of early for pie because it is, it's good, but it's kind of rich stuff. So, although I could probably eat it anytime, but probably won't be any pie. I'm gonna have to close that picture because I'm sitting here looking at it, and this is what I'm seeing when I look over there. So let me just go ahead and close that picture out so I can quit looking at it. Put the well, let's see. Put this YouTube back up over here. Let's see here. Wilson says, I make pecan pies or pecan pies, depending on where you're from and how you pronounce it. Ryan says, our tradition is making cream of crab soup. Well, that is what was for dinner on New Year's Eve. Cream of crab soup. Okay. George says, Thanksgiving was a traditional meal of the works. Yeah. Greg says, Jim Jones is making more split face block over on Facebook this morning. Yeah, I saw that. He's keeps posting those videos, little short videos of those of that machinery. It's so cool to watch. I love watching automation stuff. But it's got to be really loud because it's kind of loud in his videos. I can only imagine what it'd be like. Listen to all that stuff clanging around. I bet it's really loud. Hope those guys all wear some ear protection. they'll be deaf by the time they're 40. All righty. Well, let's see. We've been on here just 20 minutes. I forgot to set the timer for the new year, so already messed that up. Now there's another dog barking out there. You'll probably hear Jack growl here in a minute if you didn't already hear him. Those other dogs. My neighbor right next to me here, he lets his dogs out front to do their bathroom business. And they have a, I don't know what you call it. It's one of those wireless, I guess it's buried underground thing, where it's like a fence, but you don't see it. But the dogs know where it's at because they stay all in that little area. but they're funny. They always bark at me when I walk out to get the mail and stuff if they happen to be outside. But they're, in fact, I think they have two dogs over there, but neither one. They're only about half the size of my two, so they act like they're a lot bigger. Got Ronald Cool in the house this morning. How are you, Ronald? Keith says, lucky for her, she had a roof over her head. New meaning, yeah. And he's talking about the bullet thing. Yeah, it's I mean, what are you going to do when you hear it? Because you could hear people. I mean, I was sitting in my chair watching Underground Fence. Yeah, that's what it was called. You could hear some of the stuff, and I could tell it was gunshots and not any kind of fireworks. But what do? You just hope none of it lands on your head because you don't know where it's going. So, but yeah, that's not a responsible gun owner in my book. It's okay to have guns, but doing stuff like that is just stupid. But let's see. Comments have just screeched to a halt here. Nobody's very talkative this morning. Still got a big crowd over there in the chat, though, according to this. There must be a lot of folks that just watch and don't say anything. And it's weird because maybe they don't know, but I don't know if you're here if you don't say something. I mean, I see a number, but I don't know who's watching unless you comment either on Facebook or YouTube. The answer is stay inside. Yeah, we had a thing here in Atlanta. I don't know if it was last year or maybe the year before. But it was right in Atlanta, and there was a young boy who was killed by a stray bullet that was shot into the air, and it came through the roof, and he was sitting in the church. I think it was just last year. It might have been 2 years ago. But that, of course, was a big story on the news. Hitch reminding time to start getting your tax return ready. Yeah, I've already started thinking about that, and I'm not looking forward to that. Ian Foot's in the house this afternoon. As time goes on, more and more idiots come out of the walls. Yeah, they do. Matt says, I'm still here. I'm on the phone with my bank. I need more physical checks. Who still writes checks? Apparently me. Yeah. Yeah, I write about 4 or 5 a year. Maybe. I've got pretty much every single bill, like utility, your electric, gas, and water, and all that stuff. My trash service. I think they were one of the last ones. I used to write checks for them, and because they were a new little company starting up, and then they finally got where they could do the online stuff. So I've added them. I don't think I write any. In fact, I think the only place I write a check is to the IRS. And that's if I don't pay online. You can even pay them online too. Sometimes I'll do that. But a lot of times I want to make them wait for it. So I'll send them a check. Let's see. Ryan says, I'm making my famous breakfast as featured in my Gatton Cincy Christmas Challenge video. Okay. I can't remember what that is. I've got to start watching the videos again, too. I've already watched them a couple of times. And Becca Miller has agreed to help me do some judging on them. But I gotta watch them again, because we're actually doing that this Saturday. That'll be the show we do this Saturday night, is announce the winners and all that. A lot of good competition. If you haven't already watched that, for some of you maybe non-CNC folks, you might want to check it out. I have a playlist on my YouTube page. Let's call it 2019 Gatton CNC Christmas Challenge. And you just click on it and it'll watch all 17 or 18 or however many we got. And it's a lot of good projects in there. Let's see. George says, the news today had a story of a New Year's Eve shooting, people firing their guns in the air and some then get hit. Yeah, it's just stupid. And they do it every year. It's just too bad they don't shoot it straight up and it comes right back down on their head. But it never seems to work that way. Let's see. Earl says, morning, everyone. Last day. I'm not sure what that means. Last day in the something. Head back to Ohio tomorrow. 60 degrees to 30 degrees. Yeah. Bill Larson's in the house. How you doing, Bill? Michael Castle says it's about 50 degrees right now. And there's somebody that knows the Alt 0176 right there. Will be an awesome show. Yeah, I hope so. It's like I said, I've got Becca Miller that's going to help me. I'm hoping that she can provide some insight on a good way to judge them, because I'm beginning to think there's probably 6 or 7 that are just so good. I'm like, how am I going to, they're all great for different reasons. I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll just use the little spinny wheel and spin. I don't know. But here we are, just a couple of days away from the show, and I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. So Ryan says it was the only part of my video that was successful. Yeah. Well, the tree thing was a cool idea, if only your CNC operating skills had been up to the task. Wonder of almost 1,100 members on Facebook own a Gatton CNC. There's 1,100, well, close to 1,100 members. I'm not sure where we're at now. We're getting close to 1,100 members in that Facebook group, but all of them don't own a CNC. Or all of them don't own a Gatton CNC. Some of them join and then, they own something else. He says you'd have to aim into the rotation of the earth for it to go up and come back to the same spot. So that's why those guys have trouble, because probably the idiots that are shooting guns up in the air probably think it's flat. The earth is flat. That's probably where they're messing up. So, all right, guys. Well, I've been on here about 30 minutes. My coffee's about gone. I guess we'll put this one in the books. Keith says that explains why the idiots aren't reducing the gene pool. Yeah. I swear it's you know, I really try to be optimistic about things and about people, but man, sometimes it's really hard. It seems like the idiots are starting to overtake the people that have a little common sense. So I don't know. Maybe we just need to take the warning labels off of everything and let it work itself out. That would be my guess. All right, Dave Clemens, it says it's time to go. It says but and bye. So I'm going to do the same thing. Everybody, if you haven't already, give me a thumbs up over there if you would on your way out. I'd appreciate it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And we will be back tomorrow for the Friday morning edition of the 2020 coffee sessions. So everybody have a good day. Get out there and do something productive. And we will see y'all tomorrow morning. See you.